Yo, what is up guys? My name is Osil, and in today's video, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about the 3 best spots to live in Oklahoma City. If you are someone looking to move to the great state of Oklahoma, as well as what makes these spots great, what the average cost to live here, and stick around for them because I'm going to show you guys some footage I shot of these spots, the best dating spots, waterways, canals, all that good stuff, and extra amenities that you don't want to miss. So with that said, let's get right into the video. Okay, starting off with number 1, Bricktown. What I love about Bricktown personally is the fact that everything is so conveniently close together. So you go into there, right? And you have Harkins Theater, a very famous movie theater. It's got all the good movies, whatnot going on. And then to the right, you just move on just 100 feet to the left. Bam, you're at Marble Slab Ice Cream. You can pick up some ice cream, and then if you want to enjoy your ice cream while walking around, you can also do that and enjoy the waterway that'll be to the right of you as well. So it's got the whole package, and you got the canal to ride around the waterway, which will literally take you around the city, which is pretty cool as well. Bricktown is definitely more so for the younger audience out there. Some people in their mid-30s to mid-20s, I'm not gonna lie. The night scene here is pretty popping, as well as the cost of living here is pretty expensive. Most people here are actually renting. In order to live here, you're gonna wanna invest in a condo. These are mostly pretty much almost all the properties here are either condos, apartment buildings, etc., etc. Most people are just renting that live in Bricktown. And if you're a sports fan, they got plenty of sports on Bricktown as well. When you go to the Paycom Convention Center, you'll be able to watch the Oklahoma City Thunder play their game. So if you're into the NBA sports, they got that. As well as the Oklahoma Dodgers, the famous baseball team, they play over here as well. That's where their stadium is located, in Bricktown. So overall, you just got so much going on Bricktown. It's really just the dream place to live in if you're an Oklahoma resident. The thing is though, is it's hard to find a house here. Most people, if you're gonna live here, you're gonna have to buy a condo. Kids will love this place as well because there's this place called Bricktopolis, which apparently people go all the time. They got the bars, they got the restaurant, they got good food. They got mini golf for the little ones, as well as laser tag and other fun stuff. They got trampolines that they can do as well. And if you're an older person, you want to enjoy that as well. Hey, no harm in that. I played mini golf last week there actually. It's a pretty awesome spot to go. Just have a good time in general. Younger people will love it as well. If you're someone who is thinking about having a family and kids, Bricktopolis is a great spot to take your kids as well. While you go maybe get a drink at the bar, you could drop them off. They can go play mini golf, maybe go do laser tag, jump on the trampoline, all that fun stuff. So it's really just a great place. They got Mickey Mantle, a really great restaurant if you like steak and whatnot. And all in all, they just pretty much got the full package. I mean, what else can you ask for? Only thing is, if you're gonna buy a property there, you're probably gonna have to buy a condo. If you're not into that, you can also do apartment style buildings because it's pretty hard to find a house for sale in Bricktown right now, unfortunately. But if you don't mind living in a condo or apartment building, great. Overall, if you're looking to move to Bricktown, if you search long enough, then you will surely find something. If you're someone who's looking to get your property search, maybe be alerted when a property in the price range comes on the market, text me right here on this number right now, or email me. I would love to be able to talk to you, talk about moving and relocating to Bricktown or any of the other spots in Oklahoma that I'm about to mention right now. With that said, let's get on to number 2. The next area we got to talk about is the Paseo. What makes the Paseo so great is that it's more so an old historic artsy place. So if you're someone who's into artsy stuff, maybe you like culture and stuff like that, the Paseo district is where it is at. So the 3 best things that make the Paseo so great are its arts, its culture, and the people there being very friendly, opening, and welcoming. Over here, you're gonna find that the average age range for people literally is all over the place. You can have some people that'll be like 16, you know, they're moving in, they wanna go next to the college there at the Paseo district. And then you'll see older people who are maybe in their 50s and 80s, who are just like older people. They love to enjoy a good book at the coffee shop and just enjoy the art and culture there as well. And it's just a mix of just really good, just friendly, positive people. Overall, the Paseo is just great in general. The average price has been increasing by like 10% over the last like 3 years, which is pretty incredible. It just goes to show how in high demand people are of living in the Paseo district. Now then, with that said, moving on to number 3, the Plaza District, another amazing spot to live in if you're interested in Oklahoma. What makes the Plaza District so great is the amount of variety they have, from their theaters to their art galleries to their up-and-coming environment. Some other stuff they have that are great, especially for young people, is the Escape Room of Oklahoma City. If you haven't heard of the Escape Room, it's basically where you get a group of you and some friends together, and you try and solve the puzzles to escape the room, essentially. As well as the Oklahoma National Museum of Arts is located there as well. They have movies, they have art, they have galleries, and they have fun events. They host like parties every month that if you're interested in like getting to know more of the people there, this is a great opportunity to do that. There'll be older as well as younger people, as there are lots of like teenagers as well that are interested in art. They go to these parties as well. They got food, drinks, all that good stuff monthly. What really makes the Plaza District stand out compared to the rest is the amount of improvement it's done over the last 15 years. If you look at the Plaza District's history, it actually used to be notorious for having a high crime rate and being a very more so urban place. But Oklahoma has done millions of dollars in renovation to make it more better, more standoffish, and become basically one of the best spots to live in Oklahoma. Basically, it's up there. I mean, some people would choose this over Bricktown even. I'll put it like that. It's a really great spot. Now, for people thinking about buying a property, here's the average market stats for properties that sell in the Bricktown area. With that said, let's get right into the stats here. Coming up first, we got the average sold price for properties within the last year came out to $528,510, so 528 grand. The medium sales price was $385,500 grand. And the maximum, this was at the most, came out to $2 million, and the minimum came out to 150 grand. For properties that are currently on the market, we got the minimum being 220 grand, the medium, this is the average, being about 450 grand, and then the maximum again being at 2 million. So they got some heavy hitters in there. Now then, moving on to the market stats for the Paseo district. Let's get right into it. So same thing as Bricktown, following the same rules, all comps put in with the last year. The average sold price for prices came out to 330 grand. The medium sales price, same thing, was 330 grand. And the minimum, so the least amount a property sold for in this area came out to 168 grand, while the maximum was 500 grand, basically $500,000. And I only pulled 3 comps, so there hasn't been that many sales going on in the Paseo, because it seems like people who live in the Paseo aren't wanting to leave the Paseo, showing how great it is. Again, if you need help finding something, I'm your guy. I can get a property search set up, so that as soon as something comes on the market, bam, I'm sending it to you ASAP. And for market stats, I got some good news for y'all. In the last year, there's been a lot more activity. I was able to pull 15 different home comps that are either on the market, sold, or currently pending. Let's get that right into it. So then the average sold price in this area came out to 370 grand. The average pending was 345 grand. So pending is under contract currently. And the active price of homes that are currently being on the market right now came out to 570 grand. So all in all, when you take that all into consideration, everything together, the average cost of living here for a house to buy a property came out to 436 grand. Now then, let's talk about the schools for each of these areas. Starting off with Bricktown, number 1, the first neighborhood I talked about. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I got some bad news. For all my parents looking at families out there, Bricktown is not known for having good schools. Actually, they are in one of the lowest rated school districts in Oklahoma of all time. Now keep in mind, this is taken from only one school. It was a 1-star review. The other ones were either unreviewed or just weren't publicly available, meaning they are private schools. So there's always the option of doing homeschooling or just doing private schooling. Those private schools are probably going to be a lot better. But in terms of like public schools that are available, they were the only ones that are available either lowly rated or weren't rated at all to begin with. Now then, moving on to neighborhood number 2, the Paseo. The schools here for families, I got news for you, are way better. They actually came out to, keep in mind for all of these, this is going to be elementary, middle school, and high school. It came out to about, on average, 4 stars. So there are some bad ones, but also there's some really good ones that are 5-star and 4-star rated. So that's good news. And of course, there's always the option of private and homeschooling. Last one on the list, talking about number 3, the schools here in the Plaza District. Again, same thing with the Paseo. Great schools. The average rating was about 4.5 stars, so even a little bit better even. And this is elementary, middle, and high school. And I looked through some of the reviews, and most of them were like parents and stuff like that. They all had great things to say. The teachers and the staff are on point, super friendly, good vibe people. So, hey, that's great to hear. Unfortunately for Bricktown, for my families out there, unless you're going to be doing homeschooling or private schooling, I would personally not recommend it for you if you want your son to be going to a safer school, or you have the money to invest in another schooling option, or if you're okay with it, you're just going to teach him how to fight or something like that. That's always an option too. Hey, You gotta defend yourself after all. So, what better way to learn than at school, right? So with that said, that pretty much wraps up today's video. I hope you found great value in it. If you have any questions about how to start making the process to moving to Oklahoma, or you're someone who wants to stay informed about what Oklahoma's like, what it's like living like, and whatnot, please subscribe to the channel. If you need information on how to start getting, like what the first steps are to getting started living in Oklahoma, please feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email. I would love to be of great value, great help, and be able to just help you get started. For all things real estate, Osil's your guy, and peace.
Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran, said no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you feel it.